Hello, my name is Michał and I'm a solo developer from Poland, and I would like to take you behind the scene of creation my first game. I'm not a professional game developer. I pick up the basis of the programming during my engineering studying, and right now I create this game by my own. I would like to say something at the beginning because I watch many devlogs on YouTube and I see these amazing artists who create characters, models, environmentals, and it's really amazing for me. But if you're looking something like that here, unfortunately this might not be channel for you because I'm not an artist and I really Blender hates me. I love Blender, but he hates me. And if you're looking for something like the system, programming, how to connect one thing to another, this is the place for you. Okay, I don't want to prolong anymore. Welcome, Ed. And now I will show you what have been already created. Let's start with the basic camera system. The player can move the camera using classic WASD key, like in many strategy games. You can also move vertically using Q and E, which let you adjust the view from different heights. I've added the height limit system to prevent the camera from going too high or too low. This way you cannot go under the terrain or fly too far above it. Now let's take a look at the resource system. I'm using Resource Manager to track and control all available resources in the game. Each resource has the amount and visibility setting, which can be used to show or hide in the UI depend of the player progress in the game. Right now the system handling basic operation like adding and subtracting resources, updating UI automatically when the something change. Now let's go to the most important system in our game, the building system. We can choose one of the building to be built from our panel. I opened this by using key button B from my keyboard, but can be also opened by this button in our UI. Let's choose one of the building, for example the first one. As you can see, we see the visualization of the building and how will be paused after we click on our map. We can rotate every building as we wanted, and if you notice, this is not based on the grid as the most of the game strategy game right now. I choose to give the player opportunity to choose the place to post because the most important thing in this game will be resources, and land also will be one of the resources. Okay, we choose the location for the new building. After that, the structure begins to appear automatically, but still takes a bit of time and consume resourcing during the process. Later on, this system will be expanded and building will be constructed directly by assigned workers, adding more realism and interaction. So that's how placing a building looks from the player perspective. Just pick a location and after a short delay the structure appears. But what actually happened in the background is a bit more complex. Each of these building we can build have an individual scriptable object for the self. However, this scriptable object have section. In the first one we can see that building name, building icon, which we also see here, building type that will be very important for the future reference, maybe not today, and description. After that is the most crucial thing, is the max level, building level, max level. And if we create new building, for example, and give him level 4, can see that in each section we are sure that each level will get information which need to require to be upgraded or destroy, repair. That's why if we miss any of this information, we received error from our system. This was ensured but function on validate, which we resize the list basing of the max level of current building. Okay, let's go back to our ScriptableObject. As we discussed before, here is the first section of our building, but more interesting part is below. As you can see, we have a building cost per level. This is the number of the material we need to use to build that, and also to upgrade on the higher level. Here we see time, which is required for that, and the stage. Stage is only the visual part of our creating the building and appears in our screen. What is also very interesting, we have a final version of our building here with the additional component we will be talking a little bit further. But this is only the data. To give the opportunity to check this information for the player, I construct two types of UI. This one is more handle option for the player. He can just click in the building and know very fast what kind of building it is, name, level, and description. As you can see, we have an additional field, condition. Condition is very important for us because some building, as you can see, have additional stages. The stages is broken level prefab. If the stage condition of this building is below some number, I will be referred this a little bit further, the prefab, visual prefab is changing here to give visual option to the player that something is wrong with this building. We can also change this by clicking repair button and repair this building. You may notice that during upgrading or repairing the building, we have an additional panel with information like how much we receive or after the delayed building, and how much we need to spend to upgrade this building on the level higher. Maybe you notice that if you would like to update the building, the material are deducted at the beginning of the building, but if we would like to destroy, as here, we wait with the code, number of our material increase after the building is destroyed. Okay, I covered the topic of the quick menu, which appears if we click on our building. However, it's not only menu which we give the player to know the situation of his village. Under the button L, we can see that every building which was already built in our village. Also we see the status, type, level, and the number of working place or living place. This will be covered maybe in the next movie because it's not ready yet. You may notice this at the beginning when I start the game, that there is no building, no object, as you can see in the hierarchy, before we start the game. And this is covered by another manager I create. The name of the manager is Building Autoplacer, which create our building in the place we would like to have. And this is covered in the last section of our ScriptableObject, where we allow to this building autoplacer to create this building in the first frame on the first second after we start the game. Okay, we know it right now that basic information about every building are in our scriptable object. Information right, max level, building times, cost, or the level prefabs. But current situation of each building is storage someone else, is in the building manager. As you can see right now we have a 6 building and the same number of the elements. Let's add additional one, for example this one, and you can see the new element appears when we can see everything in one place, like current level is under construction, the stage, total time of building, or if it's paused. As you can see, I paused this building, and I create additional one meantime. And as you can see, this building does not impacting this one. If you just unpause this one and see the progress bar is active, but here is static. And if we unpause this one, we can see that situation is changed. The same, for example, is in the topic of deleting. However, we have another section for that with the same mechanics where we can stop the building. This one is upgrading meantime, and look at this. In my system, each building doesn't store its data directly. Instead, it refers to a central entry inside the building manager, which acts like a register for all the building types. But when we click the building in the hierarchy, we can see the component inside. And one of the components is the building references. As you can see, we reference to the scriptable object and also to the dynamic data from the building manager, which are building instances. Thank you very much for watching this, my first devlog. Right now, I think the next movie will be in the 1 month or 2 months from now. The main goal for me is right now creating fully work NPC system. You can see that some NPC was already on the scene and they patrolling the scene, but this is not enough. I would like to have a full working system to show you that they working during the day and sleeping during the night and leaving the building which are assigned to their race. For example, the human will be living in the home and the elf will be living near the big tree or something. Yeah, this is the concept, something like that. And when we'll be ready, I will try to show you the next step. Thank you once again for watching that, and this is have a nice day. Bye.